Good afternoon, traders. This is Tony D from easyMarkets. Back in the seat again. We've got a little update for you if you haven't been watching the market for the last couple of days. We have the US dollar rally under pressure. The dollar index is back below 90. A little bit of concern on many of the majors there. Dollar yen is struggling to hold gains. The euro dollar is back above 123, threatening the 120. 350 resistance there, and look, you can see that if we break above that, then there's not much there to stop us until we get to 125. But more than that, it is an abrupt reversal in what is meant to be the US dollar's main attempt at rallying in the past 6 months. Now, where is the US dollar strength gone? Well, stock markets have turned around, and so the safe haven bid for the US dollar has dissipated, and you can see here that 2 days of rally has caused the euro to rally at almost 200 points. If we were to get above this level, and if stocks were to continue to go higher, and they're remaining pretty well supported here in the Asian session, near day highs in the futures, then the chances that the market then goes back to the natural state of selling the US dollar is very real. At the moment, the big debate in the market is whether this tariff war is going to start a trade war, and it really looks like there's a lot of pushback coming, not just globally from many countries saying we don't want to enter a trade war with the US, but also from internally in the US. You're getting Republicans talking about multiple options they can sort of put the clamp down on any tariffs going forward, taking away the power for Trump to unilaterally put tariffs on certain industries if they definitely don't renew the power which was granted to the president in one of the exceptions a couple of years ago. So look, this going forward has the ability to set the market back on its previous trajectory, which was US dollar weakness. And in terms of who enjoyed that most of that rally, it was the yen and it was the euro. The pound is starting to see some positive headlines as well. You saw May coming out saying that she's close to getting a deal on Brexit. This helped the pound get back above 138 last night. And in terms of the timeline for this debate, it is in the next 2 weeks, just before, or the same week as we do get the Fed raising or not raising rates this year, this month. Is very likely to be a rate hike, but you can't expect that to help the US dollar at the moment, because it's much more US dollar's strength is coming from safe haven bid. So if you want to check day to day what is happening in the stock market before you make your main trades, if you're talking about US dollar, that would really help you have a better outcome. No reason in buying the US dollar unless the stock market looks like it's rolled over or there's some selling pressure coming through. Now, the Aussie dollar has a very similar relationship. Very neutral RBA came out today. There wasn't much there to go on at all. There was a slight downgrade in the wording for the outlook for growth, from being very confident that growth was going to be above 3% to just confident it's going to be stronger than 2017. And the reason why is that a lot of our capex data has been a little bit weak in the past. So you may want to be looking at that going forward as the potential concerns there from the RBA, and definitely further away from raising rates than we were say 3 months ago or even last month. Now, the GDP numbers that are coming out tomorrow are important. Tier 1 data only released each quarter, and they're expected to be quite weak, given that the internals have been missing on nearly every front apart from employment in Australia for the last couple of months. So there is expectation that the GDP number for tomorrow will come out closer to 2% than 3%. But that is fairly priced in. So the biggest thing for the day-to-day, if you're trading the Aussie dollar, the biggest thing that you need to know is if the US dollar is weak or strong. And at the moment, the US dollar is weak. You can see that with the euro, the pound, and the yen all trying to make new day highs. And so the Aussie dollar should be no exception to that. And you can see it's testing that 200-day moving average as we're going into this European session today. A break back above 78 does open up the door for further gains. Alright, if you're not a member of the Easy Markets dealing room and you want to look at a specific pair or specific cross that we haven't covered today, please come through on the contact me details below, and we can assist you in the creating an account to get access to a deal like myself. If you are a member, then the contact below is where you can get access as well, and just ask for Tony or Jimmy in the dealing room.